My wife's lover would have gotten away with it if it weren't for the kleptomaniac monkey she bought to keep me busy. It sounds like a joke, I know, but it's the painful truth. After we moved to the city for my wife Sarah's job, I worked from home as a freelance editor. The silence in that apartment was deafening. For my birthday, Sarah surprised me with Milo, a tiny, wide-eyed Capuchin monkey. She said he'd be company for me, and he was. He became my shadow, sitting on my desk while I worked, sharing my snacks. He was my best friend in this new, lonely chapter. But Milo had a quirk. He was a thief, a clever, mischievous little thief. He'd steal pens, bottle caps, anything shiny. We laughed about it. It was cute, until his theft became targeted. It started with David, Sarah's charming new colleague from her marketing firm. He was always around. Whenever David visited, Milo's playful demeanor vanished. He'd watch him from a distance, silent and still. Then, he started hiding David's things. First, it was a lighter. Then, his expensive sunglasses. The third time, it was his car keys. We found them stuffed inside one of my boots in the closet. We all laughed, but David's smile was tight. "You need to train that thing," he said, and the air felt cold. Frustrated, Sarah grew defensive. "He's just a monkey, Mark. Don't read into it." But I did, because Milo only ever stole from David. The atmosphere in our home grew thick with unspoken arguments and hushed phone calls. I felt a knot in my stomach every time David's name was mentioned. I was starting to feel like a stranger in my own life. The turning point was a Thursday. Sarah was supposed to be at a work dinner. A storm knocked the power out. The apartment was dark and silent. Milo was perched on the windowsill, staring down at the street. He let out a low, guttural sound, a noise I'd never heard before. It was a warning. I looked down. There, idling under a street lamp in the rain, was David's car. And in a flash of lightning, I saw them. Sarah and David, locked in a kiss. The world stopped. The betrayal was a physical blow. But I had no proof, just the word of a monkey. So I decided to use Milo's unique talent. The next day, I pretended everything was normal. When Sarah said she was meeting a friend for lunch, I didn't argue. But I came back early. I hid a small voice recorder in the living room. Milo and I waited in my office. We didn't wait long. They came back to the apartment, thinking it was empty. The recorder captured it all. Their laughter, their plans, the cruel way they spoke about me. Sarah's voice was crystal clear. "He's so oblivious. The only thing he pays real attention to is that damn monkey." The aftermath was a quiet storm. I confronted her with the recording. The lies unraveled in minutes. I moved out that week. The divorce was brutal, but that evidence was my shield. Now, Milo and I live in a smaller, quieter apartment. The silence is peaceful now. He still steals my things. My pen is probably in the fruit bowl right now. But I don't mind, because the greatest thing he ever stole wasn't an object. It was the illusion of a happy marriage. And in doing so, he gave me my freedom back.